We are live.
We're here.
We're
I'm finally
here. You're here. Pumpkin's here too. Pumpkin, you want to say hi?
Hello.
He's right behind the camera.
Like, will enter screen soon.
Absolutely. There's the tail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put live now! Exclamation point! Just so everyone knows who is here. What teams do we have represented?
Right.
Babylon's here. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. How are you, Bailey, for the people?
I am great.
I'm so glad.
I'm home. I'm available. The thing is, like, switching from vacation to having like all this actual free time to like physically read and do stuff, and now I'm like full in my audiobook mode back at work. So I've just been like head down, AirPods in. So I'm happy tonight to get to read a little physically.
Yeah. Rhodes is here. Monty's here. Happy to have you here.
Like some of these people who don't talk in general chat, I don't even know who they are. And you're like, oh, Rhodes.
I know.
Right.
Sometimes in the sprints, like the previous one, sometimes people will pop in the chat and I have to be like,
yeah,
what's your Discord username?
Right.
I know who's on which team, like Discord wise, and I also know like which, like some people's unique username is different from their Discord in the spreadsheet, and I like know those teams, but like
match them.
Yeah, if they don't match. Yeah.
Actually, like the time zones have been interesting because I think there's quite a few people in Babylon who are in like way different time zones than me. Like I wake up in the morning just like, how did you guys enter so many things?
Yeah. It's funny, like with the other Bailey and Rhodes, like because she'll always be like, good morning when she wakes up.
Right. It's like evening.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, time to like catch up.
Like there's gonna be a lot. Yeah. I also wake up so many times in the night, and I don't know if you ever notice that sometimes when I'm up in the night, I'll like update things, chat.
Color things in the bingo.
I'm just available at all hours, right?
Babylon in the chat. Hi, Michaela. Yeah, I really like my master spreadsheet doesn't load on my phone because it's too big. Like it's too powerful. It's got like, it literally has like 30 different sheets.
I want to see it so bad.
I will show everyone at the end after, because I'm very proud of it also, but it has like a sheet for each team for each category. Okay. So that's like 16. Maybe there's not 30. There's probably like 20. Maybe so that's 16. And then I have like the dashboard with all the scores, like where the submissions come in. I have like my fruit scale. I have the like census with like everyone on each team and how much, like all the individual stats. Yeah. I have like my page with like a graph of like how the stats are, or how the scores are changing over time.
That's what we all want to see.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I really wish, like, and I'll do this for next year, like I want to figure out how to make it like update the graph automatically as the scores change, like every hour or something, because I've been putting them in every day at 8 o'clock, but like that doesn't reflect all the variation during the day, because there's
just a lot happening fast.
There's a lot happening.
Like the winner in the morning could be in maybe third place by that time.
That did happen one day.
Yeah. Have you tried to add any things to your spreadsheet since we started, or is that too hard at this point?
No, like I've definitely added like new things calculating, but the way that the points calculate, like I've added new stats.
Yeah.
But the ways that the points calculate, I have not changed at all because I just am scared of breaking it.
Yes.
Like after so much has been submitted, like when people were getting their 2,500 bonus wonder, I was like, I can't give you a new thing because then I would have to change the spreadsheet and I can't.
Right.
I mean, I could figure it out, but I was scared too.
Until after to discuss. I mean, I hope you'll include us hosts to discuss what you want to do different. Not that absolutely. I feel like other people are getting burnt out, and I'm like, I can't wait to try again.
Yeah. I am like, I'm scared, but I'm also really excited for the feedback form. Like, I hope that everyone fills, or like a good chunk of people fill it out and like put in their ideas. I know like a lot of people have been like, I have this idea. And I'm like, great, save it for the feedback form.
Right. Like I'm going to ask you, right?
I'm going to ask you. And I have like a section with like different ideas that I have, and you can like rate how good of an idea you think it is. And then like there's a bunch of open response. None of the questions are like required, so you can go in and answer whatever you want. But I have like rate how much fun you had from 1 to 10, rate how fair you think it was from 1 to 10. I'm also like curious whether those stats are gonna vary based on what team people are on. Like I'm interested to see like, did one team think it was more fair than another team, or like have more fun? Anyway, I'm just like,
my team's having fun.
More stats. Yeah, I'm glad. Hello, Della. Ephesus is here. We are all here except Giza. I've yet to see a Giza. So if you're Giza and you're quiet.
I mean, they're probably Martine probably instructed them all to have movement right now because that's what they're doing.
It's such a teacher move. I mean, like, tell me. I feel like I want to crowdsource making this better, because people have so many ideas. Like I can't make.
I love filling out a survey.
Yeah.
So, what can I say?
Ooh, you're Giza, correct? Giza's lurking.
Yeah.
And Martina's at Zumba. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I said she probably encouraged everyone to do movement.
Mm-hmm.
My family is re-entering the house. If you hear noise.
I'm feeling maybe 30-minute sprints, 10-minute breaks.
Okay.
Something like that. I just enjoy chatting with you.
I'm the same. I'm a good chatter, but I do need to be reading.
Yes. So 30-10?
Sounds good to me.
What
and then
are
I think reading? I am reading.
Are you going to say?
I think I already held it up, but like, do I want to fully admit what I'm reading? Because I'm reading like a whole book.
Simple.
I'm reading this right now during these sprints. This is what I'm reading.
Excellent. I'm reading.
It is a reread. And it has large text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not like the most ridiculous thing for me to be reading right now.
I support people reading long books.
I put it in the fridge, and I don't need it now.
Okay. I am reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And
is that the one that Danielle was reading?
Yes, it is.
That's a while ago. Okay.
And I need to pick a new audiobook if I decide to switch to that. Because I
do also have an audiobook going, but I don't think I'll listen during these. I mean, if I get up to if I have to do something, then I will.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna read in 1 minute, but in the next break, I need everyone in the chat to tell me what they're reading. We forgot to do that whole thing to start when we were too busy talking.
I just feel like there's so many secrets.
Yes, there are. I'm sure there are lots.
Like, tell us or don't.
Yeah, you don't have to say. I want to know, but I have now submitted books to multiple teams, which is very exciting to me.
Congrats.
I hope I don't just submit to one team the whole time. Yeah. Okay, 30 minutes.
Are we ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I did a work task that I forgot about. And then I read 6 pages.
Amazing. I read 34 pages.
Nice. Anna's here. Welcome from Rhodes. Adriana's here. Welcome from Ephesus from the gym. Listening to The Recovery Agent by Janet Ivanovich on audio. Interesting.
I have One for the Money. So
Mm.
I'm curious about. I know Ruby read it too at some point. Seems like a silly, goofy thing to try.
Michaela read 30 pages of Twisted Games, feeling to be expected, considering how much we disliked the first book. Well,
I think a lot of people are reading things that they're like, why am I reading them?
Yeah.
So hopefully it's fast, Michaela.
Yeah. Had dinner and got some snacks. I'm reading an arc of the Lighthouse Keeper. I've heard of this book. I don't remember who mentioned it, but someone mentioned it, I feel like.
The Lighthouse Keeper.
I feel that is familiar to me. Reading the Great Gatsby graphic novel. Interesting. The Garden Vegetable Murder. You're the one reading all the cozies, I remember. Hello, Belle. More Rhodes in the chat. Bouncing between a bunch of books. Read a bit of Sula during that one. I don't know that book. 20 pages of Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade. Yeah.
I have the first 2 books by her on my shelves. So many random things.
Yeah. I will say that since we started the sprints, 3 books have been submitted. Which is I'm gonna update after each sprint how many books were submitted.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's what I did last time when Ruby was like, "Stop telling me, that's stressing me out."
Yeah, because it's like my team's points didn't go up. Right. The helicopter's blowing over my house. If you can hear that, sorry.
That's okay. Read 30-something pages of the second series of Unfortunate Events book. I think you are Ellie Marna in Ephesus. Am I correct about that? That your YouTube name is different?
Same.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If so, welcome. If not, welcome. Hello. Yes. You are Ephesus as well, reading the book The Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. Kindle doesn't tell you a page number. That's okay. You're reading that. Yes, hello. I was right.
Sometimes it's worth to know the page number or percentage or anything.
Yeah.
Just go.
Just go. Martine is coming in a little bit. But yeah, I haven't physically read in a couple days. I've been mostly audioing. At least it feels like it's been a couple days, but I don't know.
I've been doing all and everything.
I have a lot of physical books that I really want to read before I leave for my trip, before they do back to the library. I leave on Saturday. But I also have a lot of craft projects that I want to finish before I leave for my trip. And that means audio.
Yeah.
Hello, Martine.
Hello.
Welcome.
How was Zumba?
It was so fun. And now I'm freshly showered and ready to read.
I just really want to know, like, what are you like practicing a routine week to week or like day to day or whatever?
So you don't know what Zumba is?
No, I do, but it's like dancing.
But like you follow along. Like they don't teach you. You just follow what they do.
So it's different songs every time?
Well, one of the instructors does a lot of the same songs, but like in a different rotation. And then one of them, I feel like, does different ones every time.
So what's the vibe of the songs? That's what I want to know.
I mean, mainly Latin music.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm eating mac and cheese.
I remember Sarah, like, if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, years ago taking a Zumba class, and they did Apple Bottom Jeans or whatever that song is called. And then she thought it was like the best song known to Earth for forever. I was like,
I did a tap dance to that song. We did like I think the theme of the show was like through the decades. And I was like, my group was like the 2000s, and we did that song. It was so fun.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying that she thought it was cool, like,
yeah,
years later.
Martina's here.
You know her?
Was so bad.
No. Fun fact, if you want to try Zumba and you sign up on their site, sometimes there are instructors who do virtual sessions who include the student code so that you don't have to pay to do it. So if you really want to try but don't want to spend any money. I don't spend money because it's through my school gym, but
I don't think I'll be doing that this week. Thanks, though. Amanda told me today that she can hear me heavy breathing at my desk. And I was like, okay.
Suggestions for good audiobooks: romance, nonfiction, and fantasy.
I lean nonfiction for audio, just in general. I think that nonfiction is good on audio.
Agreed. I recently read The Art of the Con, which is it's a nonfiction all about art forgery. So if you're interested in that.
What team is this person on?
Rhodes.
Okay, so what's a really long audio book that I could recommend?
Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin.
I think that's really good on audio. Right. War and Peace, great audiobook.
I do love the Brandon Sanderson audiobooks. I enjoy his narrator.
I literally listened to all the Game of Thrones books on audio for some reason in high school. I didn't even like them that much. I don't know why I did that.
I read the first 1.5 and then also decided I didn't think they were actually good.
Yeah, I just read all of them and then decided I didn't like them.
I read them with my eyes, but actually I think I was reading Game of Thrones when Chris and I first got together because I remember like carrying it around. So he thought I was way smarter than I actually am.
Yeah.
Yes. I probably have a video somewhere, but I don't remember any of the choreography. But I did for a while. It was like maybe my second year of college.
I could probably
Martine's
talking for that song.
Yeah.
Kind of like Zumba, but more hip hop. Nothing against the millennials at a wedding date. Like,
also at prom. That was my favorite song at prom. I went to prom with all my friends, by the way. Heads up.
Yeah.
I was the only one that wanted to dance, but I made them all dance. I was that friend.
Nice.
I went to prom with my now husband, and we probably got excited for like Country Roads.
That's what you want.
Well, that would be a choice.
They've been reading so much, they'd do it. They'd be like,
honestly,
Facts. Right.
working my way through Game of Thrones, mass market paperbacks. Yeah. I have not read any Game of Thrones or seen the show.
It's not that good.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
That's the thing. You tell them to read all these long things, and then they'll actually finish them by the end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't sleep, eat, breathe. I think they only read.
If anybody was watching, that just made me think. If anybody was watching when I got up during the last sprint to go to the bathroom, I like tried to sit up and then roll towards getting out of this bed and had a big struggle. If
oh no. Well, shall we read again?
Yes.
Another 30? Let's go for it. Beep, 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 beep. How did we do?
I read 35.
Nice.
I read 47.
Nice. I read 33.
Look at us go.
Look at us go. And there were 3 submissions during that sprint. Rhodes is crazy and they know they're crazy. So I'm in Rhodes and I'm worried about some of our teammates.
You should be.
Insomnia is great for readathons, not gonna lie. 34 pages for Michaela, 11% for Adriana, 10% for Mani. Della finished. Excellent.
Was that one of the submissions? The 3 submissions?
No, it hasn't been submitted yet. So
more to come.
30 pages. Made it to page 121.
Something silly goofy just to mention from this.
Yes.
I know a lot of people here don't know me, but there is a character named Mabel in this, and there is a plane named Betty.
A plane named Betty?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, do you know the premise of this book?
No.
Her dad's like an Alaskan bush pilot.
Okay.
So there's like planes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm also concerned. Like I said, this is a reread, and I know the end of this is sad.
Oh.
So I'm like, maybe I need to grab something else because I do not want to be crying on live.
I'm suddenly sleepy, but I'm gonna stay awake.
I'm like, I think I can make it to like 8:30 my time.
That's a long time. Yeah. Are we enjoying our books?
I am.
Yeah. The one that I was reading this last sprint is like a typical summer YA contemporary road trip book. So why are you looking at me like that, Bailey?
What are you reading? What are you doing?
How my summer went
What are
up.
you up to?
So far I'm liking it better than the last book I read by this author. I bought this book from the Dollar Tree before I read another book by this author, then ended up reading a book by this author and not liking it. So then I was like, oh no. But so far so good.
Good. I should listen to a road trip book while I'm on my road trip. That'd be fun.
I will only be reading huge books on my road trip.
Have you read Survive the Night by Riley Sager yet?
Maybe I should listen to Survive the Night in the car. That would be fun.
I didn't like that book.
But everyone says it's bad, so.
I mean, I don't think it's as bad as some people like. People are like, this is like a hard flop. It's just not like that good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite podcasts, fiction podcasts that like was made into a book, but like it was adapted into a book, but it's about a truck driver. So it's like all takes place on the road. Okay. And I really like it and I want to re-listen to it while I'm driving.
I think it would be scary.
It's a horror podcast.
Yeah, that's scary. Sorry, Chris is doing whatever he feels like.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Slamming doors.
Michaela wasn't liking the book, but I got a little misty-eyed. Riley Sager is still better than other thrillers. I have like medium enjoyed the Riley Sagers I've read.
I mean, I just don't think it's realistic for you to like every book by an author. Like, I say the same thing about thriller authors and romance authors, which is like what I read the most of, is like you're not going to like every twist. You're not going to like every trope, and the author can't just write the same thing every time.
That's true.
So like you're not set an author who has that many books, you're not set up to just love them all. Martine, are you going to contradict me?
I have loved everything Alice Oseman has ever written.
Okay, that's fair. But that's like a universe. Like, it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Martine's like,
but Alice
do love, right? I feel like
2-star Tessa Bailey.
I mean, Tessa Bailey has not. I think I've only given her 1 5-star. And I say this over and over that it's like she does not actually have the best ratings from me, but I still would consider her my favorite. Because it's the writing style. It's like I know I'm going to grab it, have a good time. Like I know what I'm getting into. But yeah, I did just give My Killer Vacation 2 stars. I also believe I'm looking at my ratings. Nope, I gave those 3. But the Hot and Hammered series, I gave 2 of those 3 stars. The only 5-star I've given is Hook, Line, and Sinker.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's interesting. That on that with Tessa Bailey.
I have read 1 Tessa Bailey.
Yeah, she's not for you.
She's not for me.
I don't.
Honestly, I liked her better. I liked that book better than the Emily Henrys I've read.
Which one did you read again?
I read It Happened One Summer.
Okay. But the specific thing you said you don't like, I was like, she does that in every book. Yeah. Like, that's her thing.
And it actually wasn't as bad in It Happened One Summer as it has been in other books. Not other books, but just like other romance books. I feel like that happens all the time. What I'm talking about for those in the chat is that I hate, like, it gives me the ick when characters have sex in public. Like, I just don't like it. And Tessa Bailey apparently
like
does
her brand.
It gives me the ick when characters have sex.
Touche. I mean, I'm always impressed how much romance you read anyway.
Do you just like, I'm stupid.
Della's with me. I just am like, someone could walk in at any time. That's not
like the
sexy to me. That's just stressful.
Well, yeah, but it's not your life.
It's not my life, but
yes.
Yeah. I haven't read a romance in a second, but I have. What's this book? I'm not going to grab it. One Italian Summer. Is that a romance?
Oh, I think so.
I got that because it felt summery.
Fun.
But I don't know if I'm going to have time to read it.
Do you know what stat I want, Lizzie? I don't know if you can even collect this, and honestly, it's way too much work. Okay. So don't, as I say it, but I want to know how many books each team read in their team genre. But there's no question that's like, what genre was this? So there would be no way for you to.
Yeah, there's almost 2,000 submissions. I couldn't, because I'd have to go through and be like, assign genres to
But I just thought of it. Because I think my team is reading a lot. What'd you say, Marcia?
If you're ever really bored, Lizzie.
You could. That's something I can
do. This is a project I presented to you.
See, I don't mind smut in general. It's just like that specific, like, just like when it's like, this is sexy because we're doing it in public. I'm like, that's not sexy to me.
My thing is I want it in a book, but it can make or break a book.
My thing is, it wouldn't bother me so much if some of the vocabulary that they used wasn't so ridiculous.
That's the funniest part. That's the best part.
It makes me so uncomfy.
My thing is, like, I don't listen to a lot of romance audiobooks, but romance audiobooks are so cringe. And just thinking about somebody like in a professional setting sitting down to record this audiobook is like so icky.
I have a friend and she reads audiobooks like Audible. She makes Audible audiobooks and I'll review some of them for her. And I refuse to listen to any of the romance ones with my friend reading it. I'm like, give me your sci-fis, give me something else. I'm not listening.
Okay. We're reading again.
Okay.
Gotta keep us on track.
Beep beep.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm awake, I promise.
Marty looks scared. Is anybody out there? Are you sleeping?
I did close my eyes for a little bit. I need to switch to my audio because the words are going, you know, when they go like on the page, they like because you're so sleepy.
Yeah.
So I need to pick an audiobook. But how did everyone else do?
I got 29 pages of Grapes of Wrath, which is pretty good because there's a lot more words on those pages.
Nice.
My child has not been asleep until like potentially right now, so I went to help with that and read 15 pages.
Nice. 37 pages. Did not read this sprint. Worked on a slideshow for a bachelorette party this weekend. That's fun.
Speaking of, am I supposed to be making a PowerPoint?
No.
Oh, sorry.
We'll save that for later.
Okay.
There's a lot going on right now. 23 pages and some journaling. Good night, Michaela. Thank you for reading with us. 25 pages, another 10%. Halfway into a different graphic novel, but now ordering dinner. Excellent.
So I should be scared.
Let me see how many submissions we've had this last 4, looks like. Wait, when did we start? Yeah, 4. 4 submissions. Sorry.
I'm probably up for one more before bedtime.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, let's do one more. I want to do evening sprints, and I'm so like raring to go, and then like I just am a sleepy person. But we, you know, if we do one more, we will have been live for a good amount of time. So tis okay. Oh,
I'm in a little bit of a daze. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. What audiobook should I start next? Let me see what I have.
What are you in the mood for genre-wise?
I don't really know. I just listened to a really bad thriller.
Yeah. One that will grip you by your DNA.
Yes, that was the subtitle. It was called Perfect, the book that will grab you by your DNA.
What does that mean? And the funniest thing I've ever read. It was bad.
So I do have another thriller on audio that I could read, but that I
better than that last one.
Probably actually better.
I think you should try something else.
Yeah, but I have Scribd right now.
Ooh.
So anything on Scribd. I don't really know what I'm feeling.
I think you should listen to historical romance.
Okay. You have a recommendation?
No, thank you. No, because I don't listen to them on audiobook.
What about a cute little nonfiction?
Maybe a nonfiction.
Learn a little something.
Audiobooks, can I do like... I don't know. Yes, it was bad. It was really bad.
But points for the funniest subtitle.
Yeah. Yeah. The narrator on the Hobbit audiobook on Scribd is amazing. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've read so many audiobooks this week, and I'm like, can't think of a single one.
Right?
I've actually never listened to an audiobook. Ooh. Did you guys see that I listened to Eat, Pray, Love this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched.
She narrated that herself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like older, like it did where like it would get to a point and be like end of disc 6.
Yeah.
But she should not have read that herself.
Interesting.
Like it was okay, but you know when you can just like you're not a professional reader. I had to listen to it very slow because of her almost like enunciation.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I disrecommend that one.
This week I did listen to Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari, which I didn't expect to be an actual sociological study in modern romance by a comedian, but it was, and it was good.
Didn't something controversial come out about him?
I don't know.
Okay. I feel like after I read that, I mean, don't listen to me.
I mean, I believe you, but I never know when there's drama.
I know, me either. I'm Googling.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to listen to. We'll see. Actually, that was a nice little shut-eye moment. Now I'm feeling a little more awake.
I would not feel refreshed. I'd be like, okay, we gotta go. If I accidentally fell asleep.
Me saying beep beep.
Like I knew it was coming, but I could tell as soon as Lizzie turned her camera on, she was like, sorry.
This happened on, like, I did the exact same thing on one of the sprints last week when I tried to do sprints in the evening.
I'm sad I missed so many sprints because you know I like to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
You're here now.
I'm here now.
But I am really going to try to do some on Sunday because I like doing like a weekend daytime situation.
I mean, different times work for different people.
Yeah. Like Saturday, we were live for like 5 hours, me and Ruby.
I mean, if you do them later in the day, like after Mabel's bedtime, I could show up this weekend.
Yeah, Saturday I'm driving all day. So, we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I'm at my parents' house, so I like need to see what
that's what I
is.
Yeah. It's hard to
what time? What time is the final live show on Monday?
Currently, I have it 8 p.m.
Okay.
But I want as many of you guys, like the captains, to be there as possible. So like if it needs to be adjusted, it will be. But it does need to be after. Like I do have something else that evening as well. And I'm gonna close the form at noon, so I have some time to like get things together. Collect data.
It's gonna kill me. You need to resend me some information so that I can collect. Whoopsie.
I might actually. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we're gonna read again. And
yeah, we are.
We like reading here. Yeah.
I'm reading the comments. Okay, let's read.
beep, beep. I personally did not read, I'm afraid. I was on my phone.
Just couldn't pick an audiobook?
No. Though I don't know. I have some options, but we'll see.
I read 30 more pages of The Grapes of Wrath.
Excellent.
I read 26.
Nice. I am afraid that I'm feeling like that was the last one. We are
for me.
Yeah. We've got some early to bed folks on the screen right now.
This is late for us.
This is late for us. You guys know that I get up. Like, you see me in chat at 5 a.m. So, yeah, well.
Much left.
Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say something completely unrelated, and then I decided not to. Thank you, all of you in the chat, for joining us. I will definitely do at least one more set before the readathon's over. Either, hopefully I can make it work so that it's Sunday afternoon, so we can be going for like a good stretch, because evening sprints are harder for me. But we might do tomorrow night and do a live point update as well, because there is a point update tomorrow night at 8 o'clock EST.
Okay.
And with that being said, I'm going to say that we have currently read 1,853 books.
It's so ridiculous.
Which is over 400,000 pages. And you see, collectively, we have earned 824 positive points.
Emphasis on positive.
That is not the sum of all of the scores right now.
Right?
No, it's not.
Nope.
But we have earned 824 points. And anything else I'm going to say?
That's that on that.
That's that on that. Oh, I should do a mystery stat tonight. Maybe I'll do that before I go to bed.
Okay.
But
can't wait to not be able to figure it out.
So I'll see you in the chat for a mystery stat. I'm sorry to those of you who like kind of just got here and we're ending, but there will be keep reading tonight. And farewell.
Bye.